All right, so after we've set up the initial workbook, we want to do a client site analysis of two things. Number one, we want to evaluate the content that they have on their site. And number two, we want to do a link profile analysis to understand the type of links that they've already built in the past. Now, number one is really important. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to do a content analysis at a very high level. It's very straightforward, but I really want to drive home the importance of content because content makes link building a lot easier. If they have good content on their website, it adds a lot more value to the linking website. If they only have products or services on their website, we have to do link building things, which is going to be guest posting or paying people for links. Whereas it makes it a lot harder to get links in bulk. For example, if somebody's got a really great resource guide on their website, we can go to bloggers, we can go to media people and say, hey, we've got this awesome interactive guide on the website. Your audience would really enjoy it. It's a really, really easy way to get links. But if you can't take a product or a service page and go to a blogger or a media person and say, hey, I've got this really great product or service, your audience would really enjoy it. That is advertising, and nobody is going to link to it unless we actively go out and either create content around it as in a guest post or pay them to do it as in a sponsored post. So it's really important to understand the importance of content. I have a short video right after this one that I want you to watch that drills into more about the importance of content. But for right now, I'm going to talk about how to evaluate a client site content. This is just going to be a PowerPoint guide, so bear with me. So content again makes link building much easier because it allows for us to target different types of links. Clients that are not willing to invest in content are missing huge opportunities, and we need to make sure that we're communicating this to them and that their link building campaign is not going to be as successful as if they were creating content. So we need to get an understanding of what the client site has in order for us to effectively communicate this and really to build out the target pages, which I'm going to show you in the next couple of videos, and to understand what we have to build links to. So number one is just what do we have to work with? Just go to their website. Do they have a blog? Check out their blog. Are they actively updating it? Do they have someone to create content? Do they have a writer on staff? Are they paying freelance writers? If they do update their blog, how many social shares does each piece of content get? Do they have a distribution channel? Do they have an email list? Do they have a social media following? Are they willing to invest in content creation? You need to go through these 6 questions as a little checklist here. Every time a new client comes on, and either talk to them about it or just look at their site and see what they have available, because it'll make our life a lot easier when we're building out targets to build links to. And that's really what this screenshot here is to the right. So again, 2 videos from right now, I'm going to actually show you how to build out this target list, finding keyword rankings. But again, we also want to make sure by just going through with the website, we want to find quality content that we have available to us and actually record that in the targets tab as well as content and not product or services. So what we want to do is create a list of quality content available to us. That could be a blog post, it could be a free guide that they have on their website, it could be videos that they have on their YouTube channel, PowerPoint documents, really anything that we can then take and turn into a resource that is on their website to turn into a linkable asset will make our lives a lot easier. So again, we're going to take these and just record them in the targets tab. Record the URLs of good content. And what good content is stuff that gets social media shares. It gets stuff that has comments on it. It gets stuff that has existing links to it. So again, just doing a quick analysis of their content. These are very, very easy things to figure out, or just asking the client, right? I mean, sometimes we can just call them up and say, hey, what are your best pieces of content? Send me the URLs. Generally, it's that simple, but again, we want to make sure that we track these things down so when we're going through the link building process, we're not missing anything. In the type column in the targets page, make sure you mark it as content and not product. And I said we're going to cover the rest of this, how to fill this out in the coming lessons, but again, let me just show you this real quick. So here it is for a client. Again, this is their targets tab in the link tracker, and again, I have a video that goes through exactly how to do this. It's coming up next, don't you worry. But, again, when we're doing the content analysis, we want to make sure that we're dumping in. So this is a blog post that I found on their website that was really, really good. Let me just pull it up. It's an 8,500 word blog post that they write all about how to blog in WordPress. So again, it's like 117 shares. This is a really, really good resource that I can then go out and pitch to bloggers saying, hey, this is a really good guide. If you need help with WordPress, you guys can check this out. So again, I want to make sure that I record that. I record a couple of keywords, and I record the type here as content and not product because it's a blog post and it's not a product or service page. The priority is filled out by the client. This just lets me know which pages they want to focus on. But again, so now when we are doing outreach, here's the opportunities tab. So when my outreach person is going through and they are pitching a link roundup, a link roundup or a resource page, they can come in here to the targets and say, okay, this is a piece of content. I know I need to pitch this and not this. So I'm going to pitch this WordPress Bible. These are the keywords surrounding it. They can just visit it to get a better idea of what it's about. But now, as opposed to pinging me or whatever and not really knowing what to pitch, they just come in here to the targets page and they know exactly what to pitch. So again, this is all part of the organization process. Assigning these target pages is very, very important to make sure that the campaign goes off smoothly and really takes as much effort out of the lead SEO's part as possible. So again, that is the importance of content, how to do a quick content analysis of the client's website, and then make sure you watch the next video to really, really dive into why content is so important.